Okay, okay. Supposed to have an intro now. I was supposed to plan that out. So like hi hi sigh sigh. We can workshop it. Anyway, make sure I'm still tracking here. Yep, we're good. We're good. Alright, hopefully the music's not too loud. But we're just gonna be chilling out on this dock in this cave I found today. Yeah, it's been a while. You know, the funny thing is, just the main catalyst for my lack of streams is lack of thumbnails. That's it, that's my excuse. Oh, I should take my IRL glasses off. There we go. Gotta... Yeah, lack of thumbnails, lack of mental wellness. It's definitely been something. Those pills have been treating me decently, at least. But anyway, I don't want to trip over my words too much all stream. Yeah. Those words up there aren't in any particular order, by the way. We're kind of just gonna play it. But yeah, I do want to get back in business here. Been staying a little longer at work lately, so I can get a little extra money for a better computer. One that's not dying on me. But, this geezer's kind of chugging along. Just this week, it started misbehaving on me again. It's just a one-off occurrence, but it had me frightened. Maybe if I'd stopped buying VTuber merch, I'd have this new computer by now. But... No, I need my pantheon of standees looking down upon me. And shoot. Probably by the end of the year, though. Maybe I'll at least be able to get the RAM. Assuming it doesn't get more expensive. RAM. CPU, memory. It's a handful. It really is. But lost tracking. There's that. You know, I actually put the money down on Cliff Studio Paint recently. So, actually need to make myself draw again. That definitely solved my thumbnail crisis. Remember when I was supposed to make a thumbnail for Mega Man? There's that. I was supposed to put this all down in a notebook beforehand. At least keep things cohesive. I didn't have anyone to bounce off of. Yeah, like, plan on drawing my own logo, having my own background. I mean, this cave is pretty nice. But I like an actual room. Oh well, not resorting to AI. I won't. This might just be a screenshot, but at least it's my screenshot. Oh man. Probably should have picked a more hype song. Crescent Moon Village. It's got me relaxed. No? So... I sound like an awkward friend trying to break the ice here. And that's because I am, but... What is it? Yeah, work's been interesting as usual. With or without the extra hours. So, you know, Dingus I worked with. Still work with. We had to clean some trash bins out yesterday. They reeked to hell. I guess that's our problem because people don't know how to only throw things in the trash when there's actually a bag in there. So yeah, we get to cleaning those out. He rinses them out in the 3-compartment sink, so he's dumping dozens of disposable gloves down the drain. Garbage disposal isn't a catch-all term. You know, he's not very smart, so unfortunately I let him get away with a little too much. I actually gave him the business this time. Asked him if it was so hard to not throw trash down the drain. If it was so difficult to pluck it out and throw it in a garbage bag instead of clogging up the disposal with rubber. And he looked so surprised that I got on his case about it. Like, yeah, it doesn't happen very often. But like, dude, you are actively making my life worse. Why should I just sit here and stand for it? Well, he's lucky I didn't tear him a new one. I mean, it would have still been verbally, but... No, I was very calm but firm about it. Oh well, I need the money. I can't afford to crash out on him. Oh, but maybe he'd actually learn his lesson for once. Maybe learn his lesson for a week. But what can you do? Nothing, nothing. You can't do anything. He can't do anything. He doesn't know how to do anything. He knows how to do nothing. You know, he's been in a small town all his life. He comes in from out of town to work. Everyone in his town knows him, so he's like some sort of local celebrity. Which means, you know, he hasn't learned his lesson from any friction back where he comes from. He's not just the village idiot, he's the village's idiot. That, you know, that rant aside, regardless, hopefully, can scrape together an extra 150 a month. If my little plan of extra hours goes through. Actually, let's see. Oh, my calculator. That's gonna be... I keep jorking over here. I don't have my camera straight. Man, my entire setup needs an overhaul, actually. Oh well, that's what I'm in the business for. Promise I'll be fine eventually. No. Want the decimal. That sounds about right. Yeah, an extra 200 would be ideal, but it's probably going to be 150 after taxes. Man, having to work through mental illness is awful. I wouldn't recommend it. Sigh. Ugh, I'm just not used to talking yet. You know, that's another thing. Sitting at home in silence really just affects your ability to talk. It's kind of another reason why I wanted to stream today. Just talk. Like, Another thing I planned on doing, speaking of talking, just a bit of voice training. Just to be clear, I'm still a man. I just kind of want my voice to match my model, you know? A little bit better, a little bit cuter. But I don't want to be talking like this all the time. But, you kind of gotta go through that awkward pre-puberty to get that voice you want. But, ugh. And I fear the journey. I'm very much afraid. I'm also worried that it's gonna affect my ability to Peter. Like, hell, even my Peter voice isn't as sharp as it used to be. Ah, holy crap! It's almost as if my vocal cords are out of tune. Oh, I'm tired, guys. And thirsty. But once again, maybe if I have a little bit of faith in myself, I'll be fine. There's a... God damn it. But now I'm curious, how much of that did you hear? In case there's anything I need to recap on. I mean, there's always the VOD, but like, am I really gonna make you go back through it? I have more honor than that. I could just tell you directly after the stream ends, even. But, oh yeah, that's right. Speaking of things I haven't talked about. The model. I like this free model, but I still need true Silas. Need true Silas. I'm wondering if I just get back into it with Cliff Studio. I'll just forced myself to lock back in. I already talked about getting back to drawing to begin with. But, if that fails, I'm definitely thinking about going through Mubini whenever she gets her model commissions open. I mean, you saw the thumbnail. And how enthusiastic I was when I got that artwork back from her emergency commissions. No, that was actually a really good... Yeah, I'm feeling all warm and fuzzy again because everyone in chat while she was drawing that liked my design. Beanie herself loved it. Said it was Peem. And it just makes me feel like I've done everything right with it. Still probably a few minor adjustments that I'd make. But nothing huge. Like, the vision's there. This idea that I've been ruminating on for around 5 years. And it's good. Not just in my own head, but to other people. Just, no, it eases the brainworms just a little. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw in the description, but I can't link her Twitter anymore because you haven't streamed enough recently. You don't have enough community history. You haven't done enough behaving in our presence to leave links in your video descriptions. Like, alright, Google, who the fuck are you? I mean, one of the biggest corporations in the world, obviously, but... Man, you've got some real dumb opinions. But, I'm sure that'll be rectified eventually. You know, I also want to go over some games real quick. So, you know, I was still planning on Mega Man 11. Despite my, you know, delays. We have Devil May Cry in the future for sure. You know, stepping on Ash's shoes here since he streamed it recently. And he swears he'll finish it soon, he swears, but Stellar Blade. You know, I'm the reason Ash got into Nikke. Like, you know, that's a funny story in and of itself. Like, one day, Ash decided to try out a bunch of gacha games on stream, just as a sort of a grab bag thing. And Nikke was on the list. And he wasn't so sure about it, because, like... Now, what is it? I don't know why it's so hard for me to say, because there's a bunch of jiggly asses, and he thought it was all nothing but fan service. But, you know, because it was all a bunch of jiggly asses, and he thought it was nothing but fan service. And, you know, like, oh, actually, Nikke's pretty good. And, you know, his first time through it, he did end up eventually uninstalling because the monetization kind of drove him up a wall. But, like, then he came back sometime later, and now it's, like, one of the only gacha on his menu. Hey, it gives us something to talk about. For one, we're both Suen apologists. You know, to think that she drove me up the wall at first, and, you know... No, I get it. I really do. And that's way before the Matisse event that recently happened. I suppose that only makes sense if you're a knower. Damn, I actually stayed focused on a topic for a second. I stayed focused on a topic because it was a proper diversion from Stellar Blade, which I was talking about, in the train of games I was going to play. Which, by the way, Wolfenstein The New Order, I still need to play through that as well. Considering playing through Black Mesa again. I streamed that back as Octo. Casually dropping past life stuff. No, well, if it slipped out that naturally, then whatever. He's basically lost media anyway. Probably another playthrough of the original Deus Ex, along with the other games in the series as well. At least Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. Maybe Invisible War? For the laughs. Also picked up Dishonored on sale. This is a funny thing. This is why I don't play a lot of games off stream. I just play the same ones instead. Because, like, I kind of want to stream that one. And, no, it's a common problem. I've seen it a lot. Oh yeah, I picked up Gungeon. Ash was thrilled about that. Well, not sure if he was thrilled. Alright, so Dishonored is going to be a good stream then. But yeah, Gungeon. Yeah, I haven't even started Gungeon because I want it to be a trial by fire on stream. Gotten decent at Isaac, so... decent at Isaac, I say. Just decent after... let's see. 474 hours. I think I'm at an acceptable skill level. Yeah, I should mention, this is only coming out of my Steam library. It's also thinking... I wasn't thinking at all. Yeah, I guess a little. Considering if I ever have the extra funds for the Switch 2. Definitely Donkey Kong Bonanza. And, you know, in spite of everything, Metroid Prime 4. Hey, it'll give me a chance to take the piss out of Miles, at the very least. got all these Resident Evil games that I've been avoiding streams for because, oh, I'm definitely gonna play these. And you know, I definitely am. Why would I lie? Serious Sam 4. Just... a lot of boomer shooters, really. I like to shoot the gun. There's nothing much to it. Oh, yeah, the Titanfall 2 campaign, that's been told that's required playing nowadays. Is that it? Oh yeah, there's also Penumbra Black Plague. I don't think I'll be making the Halloween deadline for that. Maybe next year? Who knows? Maybe I'll lock the fuck in like I said I would. Oh yeah, I have Katamari as well. Oh yeah, and I picked up the rest of the Halo Master Chief collection as well. Like, oh man, did I tell you that I like the shoot? Mr. Chef is cool and good. He shoot the gun. I'm glad I'm allowed to be low energy right now. Hell, I'm glad I've been able to talk as long as I have. I know. A lot of dead air today. It's not great. Like, objectively, from a streamer performance standpoint, I am not reaching my yap quota. But that's why I put on a 1 hour loop of Crescent Moon Village. Because at least now there's music. That's right. I still want to fiddle around with some of these music programs I've been looking at. So I actually have original background music. You know, do a bunch of choppy little animations, me doing meme dances to use on my starting soon screen instead. Everyone likes goofy dances on their starting screens. Like, I've mentioned the term production value before. And I do really want to bring that up. I want to at least seem competent. You know, once again, I'll get there. One moment. The smudges on my glasses are distracting me. I wonder. No, it doesn't seem like the mic's picking it up. God, I just want a little bit of glasses cleaning ASMR. But you know, still something I'd like to do at some point. No, ASMR in general, not specifically glasses cleaning. If I can get the voice for it, I would be more than happy to fork over the money for a 3DO at some point. I don't expect it to be profitable. I'm a dude. Who knows? Yet these lenses are clean. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying there's no successful males out there. I'm just saying, am I really willing to do what it takes to be a successful male for ASMR? What am I even implying, actually? I seem to have lost the plot. I promise I think before I speak. That, end of the day, ASMR is just gonna be a bonus to the content I actually do. Kinda like, oh, if you like this kind of thing, I do this on the side. It's definitely not gonna be the main content. I just want to be cute. You know, I got distracted by your message. I'll follow up in a second. And I feel like, ASMR, it is part of being cute. It's not an essential part, but, you know, keep it in your arsenal. Doesn't hurt. Anyway, are you saying that you've written scripts yourself? Is this the implication that I'm getting? Or have you just been reading them? I'm just saying, I'm open to suggestions. But, you can get back to me on that one. Oh, once I voice one, huh? Hmm. You know, I have had this, Yandere for a yandere idea. Or I'm pissed off because I was locked in the basement instead of being handcuffed to the viewer. I mean, after all, what could possibly be so important that you have to keep it private from me? Why couldn't I be there? Why couldn't you take me with you? How is it fair that you want me for yourself, but I can't have you for myself? We can workshop that. I don't know. I want to cook. I don't want to burn the whole house down. Anyway, that was an interesting tangent. You know, okay, I'm gonna bring up a notepad here. No, I'm not going to start tapping out a script right on the spot. I'm just gonna pull this up so I know what I've been over this stream. Okay, so logo, model, games. I really need to look into retro game capture cards. Maybe some upscalers. I just want to do another run through of Donkey Kong 64, but I do not want to do it on the Wii U. I mean, it's always Switch Online. I could get one of those USB Nintendo 64 controllers. I remember what you did, Panda. I remember what happened when I streamed Donkey Kong 64 on the Wii U, and I could not get that orange grenade to come out because the frickin' circle pad kept registering a down input instead of a right input. I fucking died because of it, and it was a clippable moment. And that made me so angry. Not the clip. The incident that was clipped. Gotta... Yeah, but is just punctuation now. That reminds me, I need to find a power cord for my Super Nintendo as well. I don't know where it went to, but I can't turn that thing on anymore. I cannot put it in the wall. Ah, there it is again. Come on, boy, speak. Oh, I can't be running out of steam already. Maybe a little bit. Oh yeah, I pulled up that notepad for a reason. So, back to the music. Keep having different ideas for what I want it to sound like. You know, as people who want music do. Wondering if I should just have different tracks, you know? Depending on my mood for that day. Life has many doors, Ed boy. You know, Silas has many moods. You know, for my BRBs, I did want to do fake commercials. Something that's kind of in-world. Oh man, now I'm just thinking... Yeah, I wanted to do my own debut presentation when we get to that point, too. I don't even know how many people are actually going to show up, but, like... I can worry about the attendance once, you know, the model's in production. And I can worry about the model being in production when I figure out how I want to go about it. Man, I got a lot of ideas. But, you know, just back to the music. I'm caught between something electronic, something new wave, and something emo. If not emo by genre, then just generally angsty. Some Linkin Park bullshit. Still remember when that was funny. Haha, Linkin Park out of the edge. Yeah, you might cut yourself with that. Oh yeah. Speaking of doing funny voices, you know, Panda being my main supporter in the chat right now, this doesn't come as news to him, but for any poor sap scrubbing the VOD later, somehow stumbled upon this and decided to watch it all the way through for whatever reason. Choicer Voicer, that's definitely something I'm gonna have to do. I wonder, there's nothing really stopping me from doing it sooner than later. Can't guarantee it'd be this month, but... You know, Silas works in mysterious ways. I used to be somewhat consistent within the last year. Maybe I'll get fixed up, who knows? My voices will be choiced. My voices will not be void. Wonder if that's something I should stream. Then again, have to give people to watch, give people a reason to watch my Voices of the Void stream. Wouldn't necessarily say over someone else's. I mean, best I could really ask for is for someone to have my Voices of the Void stream up in tandem with someone else's. I like other VTubers too much to bump them off the table, you know? That funny crocodile. I mean, there's also a solution. Don't stream at the same time she does. I would not fight Nitty, man. That's some... Why would you put yourself through that? She doesn't deserve my animosity anyway. You know, I'm coming up on an hour here, so, I was supposed to be enthusiastic about cool things, so, no, a few hours ago, I actually did my first Ender Dragon fight after playing Minecraft for years. So, Blair's community server, we raided the end earlier. I only got a fat one hit off on the dragon because everyone else was using ranged and I was spec'd into Berserker. You know, despite being as well geared as I was, frankly, I wasn't expecting anything different. You know, I'm not exactly a prolific personality yet, but I'm glad I can just be on that server as a fan. And nobody seems to have any, reservations about it. And of course, maybe that's because nobody knows who I am. They don't know who I really am. And, you know, it's probably not that serious. The important thing to know about me being a VTuber is, once again, I am a fan of VTubers. That can't be taken away from me. But, yeah, I actually feel a lot better just haven't talked for so long. Wasn't exactly high energy, but I'm not completely washed. I probably could have organized things a little bit better. You know, you'll see more of me eventually. Can't say I'll exactly be able to drag this out for another 80 seconds, but, who am I kidding? Let's get this shit to 1 hour. Yes, just 60 more seconds of silence. Why not? No. No. I will be wrapping it up. Don't know if I'll be retooling my intro. Oh no, Hi Sai Sai is kind of cute. And cuteness is just the cornerstone of VTubing. There's other niches, sure, but... Oh no. Feel like the best for me. I mean... Oh man, it's to the point where the 1 hour loop is looping. Anyway. Yeah. Kimi Mori Luna. It's one of the first VTubers I was really into. And, you know, to this very day. Cute as justice. And just as well. We've reached the 1 hour mark finally, so... I think I'm gonna call it there. I did good today. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and give myself something nice to eat. Maybe some more water. Got some Jolly Rancher flavored packets. They're not as strong as I was worried they'd be. They've got the right amount of flavor to them. Anyway, one more sip for the road then. There we go. That's another thing I need, an ending screen. You're not gonna get one today because I don't have one. Yeah, expect me again eventually. Bye-bye, Sai Sai.